Hello everybody, welcome back to the Forever Bedrock SMP. So guys, I have been hard at work AFKing a ton of copper for us to build with, and things are going pretty good, but sometimes in life, you gotta have a little fun. You can't work and no play. So what I have here is 64 TNT in every cardinal direction, and I just want to set it off and see how many ancient debris we can find, because we need about 5 blocks of ancient debris. So we're just gonna, oh gosh, this is already lagging. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I might have broke the server. Uh-oh. Oh, I found some ancient debris. Oh my gosh. The frames. The frames. Is that a blaze? Oh, there's a magma. Well, okay. Alright, we're back. Oh, wow. There's ancient debris everywhere. Wow, there's at least like 10 pieces that I can see just from around here. So we are also going to use the Heat Miser box that Fluffy got us, of course. So we can go ahead and swim through all this lava and make this pretty quick. Oh my gosh. Oh. Alright, I gotta clean some of this up, but I'm gonna finish off all these rows of TNT and we'll see how many ancient debris we actually get. So do you guys want to guess how many ancient debris we got from 256 TNT? The answer is 54. I am really surprised that we got that many, but I am not going to complain. So, that... oh gosh, it is still laggy down here. Evidently when you blow a giant hole in the world, it creates lag. Oh! Whew! Alright, so that'll take care of our first fun thing that we wanted to do. Now, I also want to go do something else. And that is actually over at the Christmas build section. You guys remember there was a build next to mine. It was actually Freb's. And I, forgot to showcase it in the showcase video. Because I just thought it was a Christmas tree. Like, I didn't think there was, like, you know, any, like, major part of the build. Well, there's, like, a whole entire, like, ride underneath of it. And we're going to go try and do that. The one cool thing about this server is being able to come back and see different areas we've been to. Now, I know this area isn't that old because, you know, we were just here last month, but it's still cool to come back here, and the lag is still very real. D-ski. So, this is Freb's base, and you guys saw this many times. Like I said, I forgot to put it in the video, but, you know, this is the base that killed me. So, supposedly, if you come in here, and then fall down in here, and hit this button, what he did is he actually like drew candy canes on the wall, or like made blocks look like candy canes, and this is a fall all the way down to bedrock from 119. So, oh yeah, that's wild. Alright, Freb. That's pretty neat, man. That is a great stress reliever. And then if you come down here, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas. So he has like Jack Skellington. He's somewhere around here. He got like the pumpkin banner, you know, the tree. Definitely put a lot of work into this. And like I said, I didn't even know this spot existed until, you know, the video came out. So, awesome work, Freb. And I enjoyed your little free fall. That was definitely a really cool idea. I guess I'll make one more stop before heading home. And that's the good old shopping district. Nobody's kind of moved their shops over to, you know, the new area that we talked about last episode. So we kind of still got to travel back here. Not that big of a deal because we're going to break the ice this episode, guys. But I figure a little retail therapy before I go back to AFKing even more copper blocks. So I, of course, need my diamonds. And I actually did sell some birch, so that's why I have those 3 diamonds there. And I don't know, maybe we'll take like 2 diamond blocks. It's just the urge to buy something, you know? So what do we got? We got 21 diamonds. Okay, so 16 for 1 diamond. So I do want some shulker boxes, so I don't want to go banana sandwich on this. And then that will permit us to get 4 shulker boxes. So 1, 2, 3, and then of course, bam. All right, there we go. So I actually have 0 inventory space. Oh, I could toss that in there. Alright, so now I have enough I can pick up my valuables chest. Alright, now we're going to head home and take a look at how much copper we have. Well, guys, I got back to my base and I checked my copper, and we did not have a lot. So, like I said, I started filming this video very, very early on in the week, and I put in a ton of AFK time to get us a lot of copper. So, during the course of the week, I managed to get us these stacks here, so we got almost 4 complete stacks. And then Freb, once again, was nice enough to kindly donate us another stack. But, in exchange, Freb wants a beacon. And that was to tell me the secrets of oxidizing copper super fast. Now, of course, I don't want to steal Freb's thunder and, take away from his video, because he did release a video on how to oxidize copper fast. You guys should go watch it. It's a short, it's literally 10 seconds long. And after I watched that, it kind of all made sense. And basically, copper oxidation comes down to spacing. So I wasn't putting enough space in between the blocks, and they were taking forever. So I probably put about 30 hours of AFK time into the server, and everybody else was putting like 5 or 6 hours to get the same amount. So I was clearly doing something wrong, and that's not uncommon because I've never oxidized copper before. So I think our best strategy is to build a AFK copper farm, and not so much a copper farm in that we get copper, just a farm to oxidize copper, because we need a lot of copper, if that's not obvious. And, putting 30 hours of AFK time in and only getting, a couple stacks is not going to cut it. So if I use Freb's method, of course, I can get probably 5 stacks, and that's not including the vertical. So, I think that's something we should look into doing, and I think that would be our best bet. And I think another good idea would be for us to get an estimate of actually how many blocks it takes to complete a ring. So I have 98 in my inventory. Now, obviously it's going to be one less than an actual ring because I have this centerpiece extended back because I had an AFK platform there. So I have 98 blocks currently. So let's see if 98 blocks will do a full completion. And then remember, we also have that little red block right there, and that's kind of like the strip in the middle of the ship. So hopefully 98 blocks is enough to go one time around. Alright, so we are coming down to the final few blocks now, and that was starting with 98, of course, and it turns out that 98 is not enough. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we need 109 blocks per circle. And technically 110 if you count this one. So that would be 1 3/4 stacks, close enough. So the cool thing is, I was oxidizing copper while doing this, so we do have a couple popping up here and there that we'll be oxidizing. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this oxidized, not all of this, but enough to finish this next ring. And then we have to go on the hunt for gravel, because I want to finish this front circle, because this front circle will tell us exactly where our cab will end up, and then we can move our beacons accordingly. And through the power of video editing, guys, you can see that we went ahead and it took forever to land. We got our 4th ring in, so I went ahead, I did that. I extended the stripe, of course, down the sides here, and I got the stripe in for the cab, so that'll tell us our general area we need to be. Now, of course, this is actually the hardest part of the build, because this is a circle in Minecraft, and I have to use like an oval arch to get down here, so it's going to require like a little bit of playing around with it and tinkering with it. And then the sides here, this is just temporary blocks, because I'm going to build up where the staircase goes. So now we can round this out, and then this just kind of like goes straight up into this. So that's not too hard of a shape. It's just awkward down here because I kind of got to make it like curve out to meet this. But once again, we'll play around with it and get the shape in. But I think we did a decent amount of progress today. And these are also going to be the cut blocks to match, of course, this area. Ooh, another one. Yay. So those are going to be cut blocks to match, of course, the shape. And that way it kind of gives it like a little bit of uniqueness, I guess is a proper word to say. Like it stands out a little bit more than against the regular copper. But what I think so far is we actually have to extend this part, the main part of the ship, back a few more blocks. And right now, I think it's 22, if my math is correct, because there's 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. So about 20 blocks. So I think we might have to extend this back 3 more. Because, like I said, this is going to be the storage system area. So when you walk into the ship, you're going to walk into the storage area. And that's kind of like the cargo hold in a ship. And also, I think it's the most useful because, you know, obviously we're going to be spending a lot of time there, and you're in your storage area a lot. So if we put it at the front of the ship, I think that's our best bet. And yeah, I think that'll all work out. So let's go ahead and let's actually shift gears a little bit, and let's go ahead and put our store in, because I have a couple ideas for a store. You know, they're not like fully drawn out, but I have a few ideas, and I want to get a store in over here because this is where the majority of the Forever Bedrockers are living, and, you know, it's not fair that they have to journey all the way back to their shopping district just to spend their diamonds at my store. So after gathering a bit of supplies, we managed to get this up. So I'm trying to build this like into the rock, so it kind of looks like it was like, you know, built by an ancient civilization, because that's kind of what I imagine when we're building in caves like this. So I got 2/3 of the front done. This is a general facade right here. I figured I'd do the last one on camera with you guys. So basically what it is actually a fairly simple design. You just skip 3, and then you just go ahead and count your logs up like that. Boop. And then you come over here, you go on the 4th block right here, and right here. And then you go ahead and grab your trap doors, and you go ahead and toss that in there, that, there, there, and there. So on the side over here, we'll try and like phase this into the rock, which we kind of did over here. So it kind of, you know, fits in there. And then you go ahead up here, tack on your stair. Except you put the stair the right direction. That's the important thing, really. So you go ahead, toss that there, bam. Now we have light, and of course with the new mob spawning mechanics, this is more than bright enough so that nothing will spawn anywhere close to here. I can actually go ahead and get rid of that torch even. So we'll go ahead, we'll toss our cobblestone base in. Go bam, bam, bam. Don't really need that, but I like to toss it in. We'll grab our brick, come in here, and then we just go bam, bam, bam. I misplaced that one, but that's okay. And there we go. So I got to continue digging out the inside, and then of course up top we go ahead and add in our bone block, which is just, whoop, helps if I place it in the right spot. And the reason that I'm leaving that one space blank in the middle is I'm going to put a window in there. It's just going to be like a dead window. Like I'll just make it black, so it'll just look into basically nothing. And then I'll have to pillar up to get these last bone blocks in. But you walk in here. Here's our general store, you know, for dogs logs. Of course, we are moving. Now, what I want to do also is I want to put a water wheel in here because, let's face it, whenever, actually, we can put the water wheel over here. Ooh, and then have the water flow down. Oh, that's a great idea. Let me go do that. So I've gone ahead and put a little bit more work in, and our build is done. So we come up our nice little walkway here to dogs logs. So, of course, we have the paddle wheel on the side, you know, cutting all the logs or whatever. I did make these really cool banners. I did look the design up. Don't think I made that up on my own, but that's a really cool axe. Added a little bit of greenery in the front here. Added some roses, you know, stuff like that. And then we walk in the store. I added, you know, just a couple little armor stands here holding axes because it's a log shop. And, of course, our price is the same at 2 stacks per diamond. So over here, I have plans to add like maybe a custom tree or do a little bit of landscaping, nothing too major. I did try to stick with the general cave feel, like I didn't want to alter it too much. We kind of got to bring this down here a little bit, you know, make it look a little bit more even with the terrain. But I figure with the way this path comes, it's going to come straight down through here. So somebody could open a shop here, somebody could open a shop here. Our next shop, which we will actually build next episode, is going to be right over here. And it's going to be somewhere in this area here. And we're actually going to build the hot air balloon that we were going to build last season, but we'll just build it down here, and it'll kind of look like it can fly on out of the cave, which I think will look pretty cool. But yeah, Dogs Logs is officially back open for business in the new area, so pretty excited about this. I think it came out really, really good. You know, not to toot my own horn, but I like this build. But alright guys, that is going to conclude today's episode. I figured we'd stop back over at the base because I did get a little bit more copper oxidized, and I started this row. So we can add our floor in. Our floor, at least in the cargo hood, is going to be iron. So, you know, that's going to be a pain, but we do have tons of iron blocks thanks to Joe. One other thing I want to tell you guys, if you made it this far and you happen to subscribe, we are currently doing a giant stadium build, which is back in our old chunks. We're finishing it up. And anybody who comments, subscribed, or anything like that, who subscribes from here on out, gets their own armor stand in the stadium. And of course, you know, I'm trying to get you guys front row center, so subscribe to me. And of course, subscribe to me anyways. We got to beat Joe to 100. So guys, with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe. Bye-bye.